All right, so this is what we call our pipe thawing machine, or save your pipe machine. So what happens is the piping inside your home freezes, and the inner part of it just freezes solid. So before it splits and actually causes damage, we got to somehow thaw that out. And a lot of places you can't get to with a heater or you know, some type of equipment to thaw it. So basically what this does is it has two big clamps, and it sends actually small doses of electricity through these clamps. And what we do is we clamp one piece of pipe on one side, one piece on the other, and whatever's frozen in the middle is essentially going to thaw. And the smaller amount of sections you do, the quicker it is. The larger apart they are, the longer it takes to thaw that pipe. Sometimes when we thaw it, it exposes leaks because the pipe already burst. But I just did this last night in his bedroom, and we were able to get him up and going last night with no problems, which is, you know, generally what we're trying to do here. So right now we're going to apply these and put a little water on it and see if we could get it to flow. Kellen, bring that whole box right in here, because I got to see what side is what here. Left. And then that should be the right. So it's just a big loop. In this particular circumstance, we're not too, we don't have to be too careful about leaks, because this is over an outside area. So if it does leak, it's just gonna leak down through the plywood and out into the outdoors. When it's normally in the house, you know, sometimes we try to put air into the lines to see where the breaks are first, to not cause as much damage. But most of the time, when we get to these places, things have already thawed out because people didn't really even know that they were frozen, and it thaws out and starts pushing water, and the damage is already done usually when we get here. So, but now we're doing this to hopefully save them a little damage control here. So let's kick it on. And Kellen, you want to keep that when you kick it on. So you want to kick it low, and you want to keep it between about 10 amps. Keep it about there. See how that works. And then, so that's it. It's running. We're going to let it run for a little while and see if it thaws some of the pipes out upstairs. And that's all we can do, you know. It all depends. I mean, I ran that for 2 hours on loops upstairs in the bedroom last night, and with that and a heater down in this area, it was about 2 hours it took just to do one loop. So, you know, and that was we had all hands on deck trying to get that thawed out. And what froze was all this outside wall froze. His inner, the kitchen and the living room was still on its own loop, and that was heating fine, but his bedrooms were freezing cold. So when I got here, we livened that up and were able to get them going, and I left here around 1:30 last night, you know, so.